Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. I know that this is what you wanted. This is Toggles going up against Flash. Well, Flash is Protoss. Absolutely insane match. Big shout out to Dude Nerd for keeping an eye out for quality Toggles games. I know you guys must be completely hype. Like the video right now. Leave a comment about your unbelievable excitement to see who is truly the GOAT of StarCraft. Is it Toggles or is it Flash? Because we're about to find out. A little side note as well. A big thank you to Jason for sending me in this awesome looking little overlay for the map name. So you can see down here. There it is. So yeah, big thanks, man. Appreciate it. He emailed me that, and I think it looks fantastic. Looks just like the game timer, basically. So very, very nice. Hope that you guys enjoy that. I think it makes it look a bit more professional. Okay, so we're on Knockout. Flash's Protoss is ASL level when he's playing. Like, not, I wouldn't say top ASL level, but it is incredibly strong. The season he said he was going for random. Everyone was kind of teasing him as he practiced because he was losing more games than normal, but he eventually started doing completely fine, even in, like, Protoss vs. Zerg. His Protoss vs. Terran was always super killer, as everyone's is. So, yeah, he is going to be very difficult. Oh, and he's going Nexus first. Very difficult for Toggles to fight against. Toggles here looks like he is going to be going for a gasless expansion. Very good SimCity layout. You can see how the command center will fit here. Marines can go through there, and he'll probably put a depot here for a tight wall, but he could put it here and have another hole that the Marines could go through. I don't know which one he's going to prefer, the one that's further up or the one that's a little bit further back. Yeah, probably the one that's further up. I don't see why you wouldn't leave a hole there, I guess. Flash here with the cross-spawn scout, as we generally see with a Nexus first. It's really helpful to see if they are starting far from you or not. If they're starting far from you, you can just kind of stay on one gate and you'll be fine. He might do that anyways. Who knows? And we'll see what direction he scouts in, because if he goes to the right here, that's really, really, really good for Toggles. Toggles is doing the end scout despite going gasless expansion, which is a little bit weird. By the way, he does like align this over there, so no micro hole there. But a little bit weird to go end scout with a gasless expansion. You don't see that all that often. Flash will scout Toggles second and be able to see that he doesn't need too much defense. In fact, I bet you that he cancels off this Zealot. We'll see. Toggles right now removing these. I do this as well on this map, and I think it's something, it's kind of smart in a lot of circumstances. Like, for instance, to do it against your opponent, because there's always a chance that you try to run by with vultures, and it makes it harder for them to block. Whereas you want to leave yours up so that you have an easier time blocking things. So first Marine comes out. Flash did make that Zealot, and in fact is making a second Zealot here. He is up in workers slightly right now, but it won't be too bad. Gasless expansion fights pretty evenly against Nexus First. Now, Nexus First with one gateway where you don't skip probes does get ahead of this build. And in fact, Toggles is too far out here. Flash is going to get at least one hit with this Zealot, I think. Oh, a little bit of miss micro there actually from Flash. I'm pretty sure there was a line where if he clicks directly to the left, he gets a hit on the Marine before it can move up. But yeah, pathing is weird like that. But, but trust me, if he had sent it perfectly, he would have hit the Marine, and there wasn't anything that Toggles could have done with that other than run into a different direction altogether, and then your Marine is kind of out there alone. Generally better to bring back a Marine with a hit on it. Okay, so Toggles makes the bunker, and Flash does turn the Zealot around. Second factory coming up here for Toggles. No big surprise there. It's like a little bit later than I thought it might be, but that's okay. It's not like significant or anything. Robo on the way here for Flash. So we'll see if he goes into Observer or Reaver very quickly. Oh! 2 factory into Starport. Not super common. Now, I am definitely on record saying that I am a big fan of a 1 factory starport with gasless expansion. It's a very hard build to pull off, but it sometimes gets you tons of value. You get one good drop off and you're like in a great spot. Now, Toggles here He's getting speed first. He hasn't even made a factory unit. It looks to me like he just wants to do like a, just harassment basically. And he gets a second add-on. Dude, Toggles is wild. So he'll be going for a pretty heavy drop. Now, unfortunately for him, Flash is going for Reaver drop very quickly. So Flash should get over here in time to see that it's Starport. eBay gets started by Toggles, actually completely on time. We have the speed upgrade coming for Flash. Oh, and he's actually going to go Observer second. So that's going to slow the Reaver drop down just slightly by like an Observer build time, which every single thing that slows it down a little bit is good for Toggles right now because he really wants to get that drop off without it being scouted. Like, for instance, if you get your shuttle over here and see the starport before the dropship is out, the odds of you taking damage is very, very low. But there are some tricks you can pull, and I'll talk about those as we see what the actual situation is going to be. So that first Observer is going to be out. Flash getting ready for a third Nexus here. Really minimal units for him. Look at this, 4 Dragoons, 2 Zealots, and he's about to have a Reaver with the 2 Zealots in it as well. Okay, so a couple Vultures are running around. He has 4 Vultures right now. And sending the dropship through. So the Observer is going to miss that. That's really, really good. Gets these 2 up here. We'll see. Is he going to wait for these 2 as well? I think so. So he showed the Vultures in the front. It's a smart move. Show the Vultures in the front. The Observer is not going to scout the dropship quickly enough. In fact, there's a possibility that he accidentally loses this. No, it's Flash. Of course not. Flies it right along the very edge of range. Turret can hit here. All right, so here comes the drop. Really important moment here for Toggles. If he's going to win this game, he needs to get good probe kills. And it looks like he's going to. This is already, I would call, a successful drop. One thing I do need to mention, because I wasn't looking at it before, he's actually killed 3 or 4 probes already, and he's still down 7 or 8 workers. So he was down like maybe 3 when his command center finished, so that shows that he just hasn't been macroing well out of his command centers compared to Flash out of his Nexuses. Probes and SCVs take the same amount of time to build, so that's why a lot of these Nexus first builds are measured in like, okay, how many more workers do you have when the command center finishes? Because that should be the maintained distance between them because you want to really optimize making your workers. But he kills so many probes that he actually gets it to even. So kind of works out for him. Now, dropship coming back here. I don't believe it actually has anything in it. I know it doesn't, in fact, because I'm clicking on it. Kind of weird. Wraith on the way. Oh, jeez. Oh, only 2 kills. Okay, so he ran his SCVs away. See, I didn't miss anything. I was like, oh, no, these guys are going to really get me. That was actually a little bit fortuitous. The Reaver trying to run away. Look at this. He brings out 2 tanks to hunt the Reaver. I love it. I actually... Oh, dude. Really? Oh, and he messes that up for a second, and he loses the Wraith. But that was... The idea was very, very good. Very, very good idea to finish that Reaver. Really weird circumstance as well. Okay, so good job there by Toggles. He is down 4 workers right now, so Flash is like not really missing probes. He's basically keeping 3 making nonstop, so he should pull ahead. The thing is, it's okay. Like, if you can hit 50 workers while being even, then you're pretty happy as Terran. And Protoss can pull ahead into the 60s a little bit quicker than Terran, and it's like, okay, not that big of a difference. But yeah, he kind of made it work out by killing a lot of workers. Now, here comes another drop coming in. Flash right now, Citadel on the way. Only 4 gateways still. Flash going to focus down on this dropship. He will end up getting the dropship and now going after the siege tank here. And he will be able to finish off the siege tank as well. Nice micro there from Flash. In the meantime, sending up the rest of his army. Where is Toggles' army? Oh, he's only on... Okay, he's on 2 factories with 3 tanks queued in each factory. And he loses his 3rd command center because he's literally sitting here with 3 tanks queued on each factory, microing 1 vulture. So, like, I know you guys love Toggles, and I'm trying to be nice, but this shows once again that he is mechanically by far the weakest player at 2700 MMR. It's not even close. It's not... I can't even believe how high his MMR is for his macro. It's like he falls way behind in workers with similar builds. He queues up 3 tanks on 2 factories while making a 3rd base and microing 1 vulture in his opponent's base. It's like, it is impressive. It is impressive that he is 2,700 with mechanics that are worse than B rank. I think you would be hard-pressed to go and find a 1900 MMR Terran replay where they are having 3 tanks, and making a 3rd command center. I think you would be hard-pressed to find it. I really do. So, Flash going to come over here with the Dragoons and Reaver. Like, he is in a ridiculously dominating position now. He's up 40 supply, so over 50% more supply than what Toggles has right now. And he is just macroing out like a beast. He's on 4 base against 2. Toggles is making the command center. And, okay, he's making a 4th CC. Okay, so here, let me give you a game plan that can get Toggles back in this game. So the place he built this might be to hide it, or because it was easy, or because he wants to take this base. Okay, in theory, what Toggles needs to do is macro up really quickly, take this base and like really kind of turtle it, and then turtle into a 4th base. There's 0% to win on 3 base. Honestly, there's 0% to win on 4 base, but if he can get to 4 base, the game might become playable at that point. Because right now, looking at this, like, look at Flash. He has upped himself to 75 workers. He's going up to 5 bases right now, which is obviously exactly correct. And, like, his production is going to be insane. He's getting Psy Storm. He's getting Kadarin Amulet, Observer Speed, kind of all the things he needs to just be in a fantastic position. So Toggles is going to float this down. Okay, well, I guess actually this makes even more sense than what I was saying. It looks to me like he's just going to sneak it. And actually, I'll go with that. I'll go ahead and say that that's actually a better call than what I was saying. Like, I was giving okay, this is how you should try to come back here, but it's like very low percentage. Whereas he's like, you know what? We'll just land it. And, you know, I don't know if he's thinking, well, I'm screwed anyways. He probably is. But like, yeah, I guess if this just lands instantly and he gets mining going all the way, yeah, that makes more sense in a lot of ways. That's a really smart move. All right, so 4 High Templar, 4 Zealot, Reaver, 2 Zealot coming in. Oh, I love the turrets here. I do that as well. That's very nice. Double turret, single turret here. So the shuttles are going to take quite a beating. And in fact, he brings the Wraith as well. The Wraith, you definitely do not want it attacking the Reaver here. You want it trying to take out these shuttles a little bit more quickly. So there's storm drops coming in. This is going to be brutal, guys. Here we go. 5. If he had 1 more storm. Holy crap. So that was actually a pretty decent block. At the end of the day, that was a pretty decent block. He really didn't lose that many SCVs. Flash, by the way, taking the other bottom left main. So, like, he's getting himself into this position, which is almost impossible to beat. Protoss with 3 main bases is death. They can do almost anything they want at that point. But yeah, Toggles starts to move out a little bit. He actually has, like, an okay supply. Like, 135 on 53 workers. You technically have enough army, if you set it up correctly, to hold off a maxed Protoss. I'm not sure what his comp is exactly. Yeah, his comp is really siege tank heavy, so that's really good for him as well. Oh, man, another storm drop comes down here, so that is brutal. He lost at least 5 more SCVs right there. But Toggles is getting up to his 4 base. He's kind of setting up. I don't think it's not that I don't think. There is not an attack timing here. At 130 supply, there is no attack that can occur. Okay, attacks his own tank there. I guess that is an attack that can occur. But realistically, all Flash has to do is field his entire army and run it into this, and it doesn't matter how poorly he trades. He'll take away enough of the army that there's no... You can't move the army up. By the time the army gets over here, the gateway, like, reinforcements will destroy. But, yeah. This is a pretty good setup. This is a pretty good setup. I want to see him lay a ton of mines here. I like where he's put the Wraith. Okay, he's got some mines. He's got a missile turret. Okay, so he's got some decent defense over on this side. Brings the Wraith back against that drop. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, this is good. This is good. That's one with the High Templars, right? Oh, actually, both of them have High Templars. All right, like okay-ish dodging. Okay-ish dodging there from Toggles for sure. Didn't lose as much as I thought he might. Flash is putting a lot of money into that, not really getting that much return. Flash moving up to take this out. EMP on the way. 3-2 on the way for Toggles. So there's some decent things going on. What's scaring me is Flash having this base. Toggles continuing to macro up. Really think he has to focus on laying mines and spreading his tanks right now. Because, like, Flash's army, like, as it moves around to these other angles... Okay, very good, very good. Flash looking for another angle of attack. Looks like he's decided to go ahead and attack into here. Let's see how much he can kill. He only gets one tank before Toggles pushes him back. Base God Toggles over here. Look at him. Holding on. Oh, that's so funny. He's using the bunker. All right, well, brings him down to 41 SCVs. At least he'll never run out of mineral patches. Okay, well, as Flash attacks here, he GG's. I mean, there were some redeeming things for Toggles, but, like, seriously, this is a guy, like, I know you guys love him. You love the way strategically that he plays the game. If he would sit down and actually work on his mechanics for a year, he might become really good. Like, he's so disproportionately strategy. I've never seen anything quite like this. Really, it's bizarre. But I hope you guys enjoyed the two goats going at it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.